The 1940s marked a turning point in naval warfare. But the greatest threat to pilots wasn't the enemy, it was the deck of their own ship. Aircraft carriers were floating runways in a restless ocean, where every landing was a high-stakes gamble against physics and the elements. At the time, the landing process was terrifyingly unreliable. Crashes were common, often resulting in devastating fires and the loss of brave lives. The traditional low and slow approach left pilots with zero margin for error. If the ship rose as they arrived, catastrophe was nearly inevitable. The Navy needed a solution. They needed a pioneer. Enter Commander Eric Winkle Brown, a man who lived to push the boundaries of flight. Brown wasn't just a pilot, he was an analyst. He spent hours surveying the flight deck, meticulously studying the data behind every failed landing. He realized that the current method was fundamentally flawed. To save the fleet, he would have to rewrite the rules of naval aviation. His innovation was as simple as it was daring, a constant aspect approach, faster, steeper, and under much tighter control during the final seconds. Critics called it crazy. They believed a faster approach would only lead to more violent crashes. But Brown was ready to prove them wrong. The day of the first trial arrived. The air was tense. Brown climbed into the cockpit, the weight of a safer future on his shoulders. As the Seafire banked toward the carrier, the deck crew watched in silence. It was coming in faster than anyone had ever dared. Instruments blurred as he maintained the steep angle. His eyes were locked on the signals of the landing officer. It was now or never. The aircraft hit the deck with a purposeful thud. The tailhook caught the wire instantly, bringing the machine to a perfect, controlled stop. It was a triumph. The constant aspect approach worked. The era of the terrifying low and slow landing was finally coming to an end. Brown's findings didn't just change landing techniques. They paved the way for the angled flight decks and optical landing systems used today. The impact was staggering. Carrier landing accidents dropped by 80%. Thousands of lives were saved by one man's refusal to accept the status quo. Commander Eric Winkle Brown remains a legend, the pilot who looked at the peril of the sea and found a way to conquer it. His legacy lives on in every safe landing made on the deck of a carrier, anywhere in the world. A true pioneer of the skies.